What is up, Taurus? This is your reading. A little bit of a different angle. I wanted to sit down and do some readings. I've been standing up pretty much in all the previous readings, but I've been standing up a lot today. Anyways, none say. This is your reading. I'm going to pull you a mystical shaman oracle card. See if we can get into your overall energy for the month of August. Some insight, guidance, advice to the energy of my Taurians month of August. Do appreciate you, Taurus, for coming here and coming back as you do. You're now one of my most viewed reads is for Taurus. So, love your energy. Insight, guidance, advice to the energy of Taurus month of August. The Sorcerer. So I'm hearing, do you believe in magic in a young man's heart or girls? Anyways, Sorceress. Yeah, so you could be learning about magic, whether that be just information based for occult practice, because your religion or your culture is based around some form of shamanism, spirituality, magic, witch doctor, guru, healer, shaman. Or you could be one. So we're going to use the Gilded Rider Waite to now pull 6 cards from the tarot. See if there's any messages for you that I could decipher, or advice that I could give from what's deciphered. Some insight, guidance, advice for Taurus, month of August. Alright. It could just be a magical time in life. Embracing your light and your dark. Temperance. As I say, not so much balance, but equilibrium of all the bad and the good in life, in you, in other people. But seeing how it all works together. Also, card of Sagittarius. That fire. 4 of Wands. This could be because you're in a healing process. So, some of you, much like me, have spent many years in journeying on my healing journey. I'm looking into alternative forms of like trauma therapy other than talk therapy, like somatic therapy, yoga, intimacy, openness, vulnerability, communication, especially with it being air there. So you could be working on your communication skills. 10 of Cups, yeah, to get happiness, complete fulfillment. For some of you, if it's single, this could be trying to find a balance or work out some communication issues between a love interest of yours, or just finding a way to communicate complicated emotions in these up and down polar extremes, especially that we're experiencing now in life. You know, someone did mention the fact that we've pretty much been locked up. They won't let me out for like 2 years. So like we all want to move. We all have low dopamine levels. A card just dropped for you. So we'll see what that is. The Hanging Man. Yeah, a lot of us are feeling stuck. Like, how do I re-grab the bull of anxiety by its horns that I had just previously grabbed to be out and about in the first place in the society in which we live in, and do it again? It's like having the confidence to get out the front door, having the security and self to not be paranoid when in public, so you can go out in public and have fun and possibly meet someone for singles. For people that are in relationships, it's just the ups and downs of a relationship rebalancing themselves. Like, you don't really know where you and your person stand unless you're communicating about that. So if you're having problems in your relationship, maybe it's time to sit down and truly have a heart to heart. Insight, guidance, advice from Rhetorians. Ten of Wands. Yeah, because you feel like giving up sometimes. It feels like a lot of burden. You could be the type of person that is like a wave, as they say, a lover of love, and getting to know someone new or relearning someone. Because someone also brought this up too with like forgiveness, and to forgive someone doesn't mean you have to accept them back into your life. I completely agree with that, but I also agree with this stigma we have of what's in the past is in the past. Yeah, it's true, but that doesn't mean that it can't be part of your present. Like, people meet at the wrong time, you know. They even say in divine unions, there's scenarios in which you'll meet and you'll choose to learn separately to come back together later if you choose so. That's if you choose so. Like, it's kind of what made me stop believing in the one, because it's like, even if you found the one, what makes you entitled to think that they have to be with you? You know, relationships take a lot of work, and I think sometimes they take so much work, and considering how much we work already in our day-to-day lives, we don't really see the fruits from it. Sometimes we don't see the fruits from what we put in a relationship, because we're always comparing what we do to what they do and taking all this outside advice. But, you know, we already work 9 to 5s. Once a relationship starts feeling like a 9 to 5, a lot of us like to bail, when really it's like, if you worked your dream job and you ran into a huge problem at your dream job, a job that you love working, would you just give up? No, you'd keep working because you love it. It's your dream job. We don't think of relationships as the same. We are like, oh, I can just replace you. Not everybody is replaceable in that sense. Like, we are unique and special in different ways. We all have different stories, characteristics, quirks, perks. Alright, so we'll get some clarification with the Very Wicked deck here. But yeah, I just feel like a conversation needs to be had. And maybe you're borderline between giving your all and giving up on love in general. This doesn't even have to be based around if you're in a relationship or not. Some of you guys could feel like this about life. Temperance. The Hazel Wand. This combination right here, I like to tell you, like, what you put out is what you get back. You manifest your own reality. So what's your thought process like? You know, what's that electromagnetic energy you're resonating on? Because you're going to attract that to some degree. Four of Wands, or receive that back. See? Hurt people. There's no benefit to that. Taking the time to heal. There is prosperity and healing too. You know, there's rewards, there's benefits. You might not see them like with fitness, but when a person has truly worked on their inner self and healed, their energy just feels a lot different than everybody else's. And sometimes just because someone's energy feels so opposite of yours doesn't mean that your energy's good or theirs are bad. You could literally be around someone that resonates so much higher than you in happiness that you see them as a bad person. You instantly think there's something corrupt about this person. 10 of Cups. And that can keep you from getting to know some great people. You know, that apple branch. New opportunities. Introduction to things you didn't know you liked. Like, go hang out with some different people. Go hang out with some people that are into some weird stuff. I'm not telling you to get into voodoo and dark magic and all that, but like, every single person that you think's doing that is not a bad person. Every single person that sits here and prayer all day long and stuff, that doesn't mean they're a good person. I know a lot of practicing witches that are Christians. Prayer, like I said, that's spelling, that's cursing. You read from the Bible and totally curse someone. Bearing of time, fire, passion. You want somewhere to put it. Other than just your work. Well, go out and get it. Earth sign. You want to sit and wait for it to come to you and not move. I mean, that's great. Doesn't make sense, but it's great. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you can't just magic your way out of it. Can't buy your way out of it. Can't buy happiness. All the money in the world won't make your burdens go away mentally or physically. Money is a burden. To have it to measure your success. Oh, I'm a millionaire. That's cool. So a lot of people, that's not that much of an accomplishment. Oh, I got a #1 record. To someone out there, that's not much of an accomplishment. To some people, that's amazing. But it's like, do you feel successful because of a number? Or do you feel successful because you achieved a dream? A goal? Something that fulfills your soul and your heart and your mind and your body, not your wallet. 7 of Time. Playing with fire, putting money first, or physicality first, or work first, when you know you want passion. I feel like singles out there, some of you singles could be fronting work, and like playing around with the dating scene, but you really want some security at home and romance. I can't blame you for that. Go and get it if that's what you want. Go on a date. Pick someone. Do it now. Quit procrastinating. That's what I got for you, Taurus.